Alright, so I'll be 100% honest here. If you guys have heard anything about the Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef, you would know that it's a pretty insane beef. Now, I haven't looked into everything because I'll be honest here, I can't be asked to care about it, but something that really did pique my interest though, and something that has been trending on Twitter for like the past 24 hours is Metro grooming. Yes, guys, I have decided to come on here to talk about that situation because I'll be honest here, it is pretty hilarious. Now, if you've been on the internet and specifically Twitter for, I'd say for the past few years, you would know that people on Twitter, when they don't like you or they want to get back at you or they're jealous of your success or whatever, people will literally scroll through everything that you have ever posted on Twitter or any other social platform, right? And if they find something that is just even a little bit questionable, they will bring it up again and try to destroy you with it. And I mean, it's like I've seen this happen so many times before in the past, and I just have to say, this is like a normal thing that happens on Twitter. This is what people do, and this probably isn't going to be the last time that something like this does happen. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because if you guys have no idea who Metro Boomin is, he's a really popular and successful music producer, and he has produced tracks for artists like Future, Drake, Migos, 21 Savage, and Post Malone. So I guess that just shows you how popular this guy is and why a lot of people are talking about him, and honestly why people would want to go back through this guy's Twitter and try to find something that he said that is even just a little bit bad to try and ruin him. Now, when it comes down to the tweets in question, the tweets were made around 10 years ago when Metro was around the ages of 18 and 21. And I'll be honest, man, I don't really know if these tweets were him joking or what was going on, but when you're an adult and you're making tweets like these, even if you're a young adult, it's just really fucking weird, and people start to assume that like you're a predator or a pedophile or something, like something really bad. And that's why Metro Boomin has gone trending on Twitter, in which the trend is Metro grooming. And I'll be honest, man, I mean, I shit on Twitter a lot and I say there's a lot of dumb people on there and there's a lot of hatred and misinformation on there, but sometimes Twitter can be really funny when it comes down to these trends. Now, the whole reason why people were digging for tweets to try and ruin this guy in the first place was because, I mean, you guys heard, I mean, I talked about it a little bit in the beginning of this video. There's been beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and it really isn't looking too good for Drake right now. It looks like he lost. But the reason why I brought that up and why this is so significant to what we are discussing today is because apparently Metro Boomin decided that he wanted to get in on the beef for himself, and it really didn't go too well for him. So around 3 days ago, Metro Boomin dropped a beat, because he's not really a rapper, that is titled BBL Drizzy BPM 150. Now, the BPM is just the beats per minute, and it's 150 because apparently he was going to give away this beat for free to whoever did the best verse on it. And essentially what the beat title means, for the people who are not aware, because I was not aware, apparently it's actually a diss towards Drake. And yeah, it looks like the Drake fans were not too happy when this came out, and that's when they decided that they were going to look for old tweets to make Metro Boomin look bad. And I'll give it to them, they successfully did it, because just take a look. May 31st, 2014. She might be young, but she ready. Now, okay, this definitely is a suspect tweet, and it's a tweet that you should not be putting out, and I'd like to say that in any capacity, because this right here is bad enough and something that can definitely ruin your reputation. But if you thought it stopped there, well, you must be mistaken. October 27th, 2011. Walking through the grocery store with both hands in my khakis like a true pedophile though. Hashtag no pedo. What? Huh? Now, I really shouldn't have to explain this to you, but I mean, the part that he's referencing with the khakis and, you know, how he had his hands in his khakis, that's to cover up an erection. If anybody happens to be slow here who's watching. So, I have no idea why he put out this tweet or what we were supposed to take away from this tweet, besides this guy is a creep and he could have something for children, because bro unironically said this. And if you thought it ended there, not yet. June 13th, 2012. And I'm tweeting via web like a fucking child molester. Yeah, that's great. Who unironically is tweeting shit out like this? And the fact that it happened more than 10 years ago is absolutely insane. So what if he actually meant what he said and he actually could be a potential child molester and could have done something to a child? Like, you always got to think about these things because you never know. I mean, you don't know these people. They're strangers strangers to you. I mean, we had this talk a few days ago. I forget which video it was because I make so many videos, but it's like you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. And honestly, if you ask me, it really wouldn't surprise me, especially with the amount of times that he has tweeted weird and such shit like this throughout the years back in the past, that it comes out that he actually is a child molester and or a pedophile or groomer. Now, I'm not saying definitively he is one because we don't know. Yes, he said some such shit, but I'm not going to pin the potential fact that that could be true to him until I have evidence of that. But anyways, moving on. November 29th, 2010. I always let my sister on Facebook from my laptop, but this just gotta stop. She gone have ya boy on MSNBC with Chris Hansen. Hashtag no Eddie. Like, bro, what are these tweets? What does this even mean? Like, what is he trying to get people to think when he is making these tweets? Like, this right here is some sus shit. And sure, it doesn't inherently mean that, oh, he is like anything in specific except for like a creep and a weirdo, but this is bad. This is really fucking bad. Like, I also forgot to mention, as these tweets are being posted and they've been resurfacing again, he's been going around trying to delete all of these tweets that make him look really bad. And I'm not sure if he realized this or not, but it makes it look even worse if you're trying to go around deleting all the tweets and it says deleted tweet. Like, trying to get rid of this shit is not gonna help your case. April 7th, 2010. Baby sister over here smacking ready to suck my mama titty off. LOL. I really don't get what's so funny about that. I mean, what do I even say to this except for what the fuck? Like, in any context, this just doesn't make any sense to post. Like, okay, sure, maybe you'll have an intrusive thought every once in a while, whatever, but if you're gonna think about that shit, okay, I'm not saying it's right, but just keep it inside. Nobody needs to fucking hear this shit. This shit's fucking weird. But yeah, I mean, besides that, this tweet still does make him look really bad. And anyways, moving on. July 10th, 2010. Sex room rules, suck the dick or get the fuck out. Now, to be honest, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't hold this one against him because this one has no mentions of underage people. And if he wants to make tweets like this, sure, they're unprofessional, but as long as he has people over the age of 18 on his mind when making this tweet, I'm totally fine with it. I really don't care. That's just my opinion though. August 10th, 2012. I'll beat the charge, retweet, and then I have no idea what this tweet is. This girl is 13. Wow, that's that's great. I'm not really sure what this means, and I'm really not sure what the tweet is that was there, but this girl is 13, really? This girl shouldn't be 13, more like it. They should be over the age of 18. Like, what is going on here? This guy was an adult making weird tweets like this. Like, I can't make this shit up. Now, once again, if you thought that those were all the tweets, well, think again. The things I would do to Sierra are probably illegal. Now, I'm not really familiar with the rap scene here or who Sierra might be, but if they're underage and he's saying it's probably illegal, it probably is illegal. And I don't think you should do anything to this underage person if that's who you're talking about. I'm trying to tell one of my followers that age ain't nothing but a number. LOL. Yeah, that gets you really far, doesn't it? That argument, that that gets you really far. That's fucking stupid. Okay, yeah, age is okay. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. Bro thinks that age is a number. Yeah, okay. So many suspect tweets. I really would not be surprised if this guy was actually a pedophile or something. Like, this is actually like crazy. She might be young, but she ready. I'm not really sure if we already went over this, but if we did, we'll go over it again. Yeah, don't make tweets like this. It's fucking weird. And I would like to say it's borderline illegal. Yes, maybe even for the crew too. LOL. Retweet. If I get a chick that wants me to get her some mollies, is that guaranteed pussy? LOL. Okay, they're either talking about like a restaurant or they're talking about the drug MDMA, or that could mean something else and I'm just not aware. But if that's the case, it's drugs. If you're under the age of 18, make sure you stay away from this guy, and also stay away from drugs. Don't do drugs, especially not Molly. Got your little sister on them mollies. She done run through the whole squad. Okay, it's drugs. But yeah, no. I mean, what is the context to these tweets? Why? And I mean, him being the age that he is when he's making these tweets, like a young adult, I mean, if bro's talking about getting his homie's sister, his homie's little sister on the drug Molly, and then she ran through the whole squad, and we're not talking about she ran through a group of people or something. No, I think it would be safe to assume that the little sister, since you're a young adult already and you just recently became an adult, like maybe a few years ago from making this tweet, I think it would be safe to say that they might be a minor. I said might, by the way, but still really questionable tweets to be making, especially when you're making tweets like this one right here. She trying to throw molestation charges at N-words. B. I shouldn't have to tell you why this is bad. Leland's little girls. Great. I don't know what that's in context to, but it doesn't sound good. LOL, I can't be a pedo at 15. N-word. Hashtag no pedo. pedo. You want to know something, guys? I think this guy failed in school. I think he was a high school dropout, not gonna lie. You want to know why? Because bro is 30 years old, and if you can do like basic math, you would be able to understand that if you went back like 10 or maybe like 12 years from now, back to 2012 or 2014 or even 2011, or how about this? Let's say 2010, okay? We go back 14 years. What's 30 minus 14? That is 16 years old. And yes, if you're unaware, you can be a pedo at age 16. And this is information that is coming straight from the DSM-5, just for anybody who's wondering where this came from. I'd bone a couple of Oprah's nieces though. They was looking right. Oh brother. Now I really don't know if this specific tweet is bad or not, because it looks like Oprah's nieces are actually like older than this guy. I learned this after doing a little bit of research, and yeah, no, I don't think this is bad. Shoddy want me to catch a case. Yeah, once again, these are out of context, but I think it's safe to say if it's between two consenting adults, you're not gonna catch a case. So I can only imagine what this means right here, or what this is in context to. Now, I think that's pretty much it for the tweets and the weird shady shit that he said in the past. Not really sure what was going on there. Really wouldn't be surprised if this guy was actually a pedo or a groomer or something bad, because with the amount of tweets that we just looked at and the amount of questionable shit that he said between the years of 2010 and 2014, like once again, it really would not surprise me at all. But I think with that all being said, I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so it helps promote the video more in the algorithm if YouTube actually wants to go ahead and promote my videos, because if anybody was curious on why the views are down, no, it's not my fault, it's YouTube's fault. And I'm not being ignorant just blaming YouTube when, oh, it potentially is just me and something I am doing with my videos. No, they literally are not pushing my videos. I've already looked at the channel's back end and I've went through the analytics, and literally it's just they're not pushing me as much as they used to. And I understand there's highs and lows, but honestly, I got no idea what's going on here. But I mean, if need be, I'll just get a job again. Who gives a fuck? And honestly, I have no plans on stopping my content anytime soon, as I still enjoy making videos, of course. So just know, no matter how bad the channel performs, I'm still gonna be around, and I will continue to make content for the people who actually enjoy the content. So yeah, if you're a loyal viewer to the channel, I really do appreciate your support, and it really, like, it means more than the world to me that you actually watch my videos, especially in this time of need. This time of need, I know it's crazy, but yeah, I just wanted to take a second here, and I wanted to thank my members. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support will always mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. I really do. Now, with all that being said, my name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Shit it all.